a local guy from Menor High School, Mitchell Trubisky. He has signed a 2-year contract, reportedly, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they go back to an Ohio native, does the Steelers, for quarterback after Ben Roethlisberger retires. Trubisky signed a 2-year deal to reportedly be the starter for the Steelers. All right, let me ask you this. Do you think quarterback is still in play at 13 for the Browns? If they're signing Trubisky, you would think that Steelers aren't really looking potentially at quarterback in the first round, or to trade up above the Browns to get that quarterback potentially.
I think, I know Mary Kay Cabot has talked about before, if Malik Willis is there at 13, you would have to consider it. And I agree with her. I would even, to a lesser extent, think that Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh would be worth it. Just because, again, it's not a bad idea to take a swing to see if you can get that guy. I think Malik Willis certainly has that potential, incredible arm talent. He's talked about how he wants to be more cerebral quarterback, so he's saying all the right things. He's working on the right things. Seems like a very good young man. Probably just needs a little bit of time before he's ready. If Deshaun Watson goes to Carolina, though, that really, may make it easier for Malik Willis to be available if the Browns only want to move up a few spots or whatever. But if Deshaun Watson goes elsewhere, then I doubt he's getting past Carolina at number 6. Kenny Pickett, I've talked about before. I think there's a lot of Joe Burrow light to his game. You look at the scouting report and you pretty much look at everything he's done. It, in a lot of ways, mirrors Joe Burrow to about 80% extent. He had an elite final season in college. Same with Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow was a runaway Heisman winner. Kenny Pickett was in the top, was a finalist. I think he finished 3rd. Joe Burrow had the hand size question. Kenny Pickett's hands are smaller, but I'm not concerned about that because he played in Pittsburgh, and it's not like playing in Florida. It's not like playing in Texas or California where you haven't played in the cold weather. He's played in cold weather games with smaller hands, so that doesn't really concern me. And Pickett's a guy that can certainly start, I think, from day one. So as much as I talked about, receivers should be the way to go, it's just going to depend on if they feel like one of those two guys has a chance to be better than Baker Mayfield and get this team to a higher ceiling. So we'll see kind of how it all plays out in the next month and a half if the Browns end up getting one, if the Browns somehow end up getting Deshaun Watson, or if they don't really make any moves and they're sitting there at 13 with one of those two guys on the board. It's going to be a very interesting few minutes when they're on the clock, I think.